evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Thursday, August 29th, 2013. I'm Jim Fuller. In tonight's news, a Bedford County woman has been arrested for TennCare fraud. Walking Horse fans have a new means to move around the celebration grounds. We'll show you some drawings of the new Tullahoma swimming pool, and we'll have video of the first middle school teacup game. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
What was that? That's the 2013 model year blowout sale going on now right here at Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. Right now you can get the 2013 Chevy Silverado for $9,000 off. No way! $9,000 off? That's right. And you can get the 2013 Chevy Impala for $6,000 off. With hundreds of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, do yourself a favor and get the Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. And remember, if anyone can, Stan can.
Hello, I'm Jim Woodards from Woodards Diamond Showroom. Some think that since we're a single store operation, we don't have the buying power of the mega chain or department stores. Woodards is a part of the Master IJO Jewelers, the world's largest jewelry buying group. This gives us the power of $800 million in sales. You get the best of both worlds, the buying power of a major with the customer service of a hometown jeweler. Woodards Diamond Showroom inside Northgate Mall of Tullahoma.
Are you a shoeanista with no place local to find your style? Well, now you don't have to travel any further than Bryns Shoe Boutique, located at the Village on Jackson, 1940 North Jackson Street, Suite 120 in Tullahoma. From funky to formal, you can find the fit and style that will make you smile at Bryns. A shoeanista herself, owner Brenda Kemp offers brands like Rocket Dog, Jessica Simpson, Mia, Nine West, J. Renee, Bandolino, and more. Want that accessory splash that none of your friends have? Bryns offers a selection of one-of-a-kind handbags and jewelry with just the right bling. So if your shoe selection doesn't stack up, find what you've been looking for at a price you can afford at Bryns Shoe Boutique, now open in Tullahoma.
Welcome back. The Office of Inspector General, or OIG, with the assistance of officers from the Bedford County Sheriff and Smyrna Police, have announced the arrest of Heather Dawn Deskins, age 29, of Shelbyville. She is charged in a Bedford County indictment with 2 counts of TennCare fraud for fraudulently obtaining TennCare healthcare insurance benefits on 2 separate occasions, even though she was not eligible for the program. The TennCare fraud charges could result in a 2-year sentence per charge. District Attorney General Robert Carter is prosecuting. Inspector General Deborah Faulkner said, quote, "It's plain and simple. If you are eligible for, if you're not eligible for TennCare, but find a way around the system, you're going to be caught. We work these cases across the state and we're committed to prosecuting them all," end quote. The OIG, which is separate from TennCare, began full operation in February 2005 and has investigated cases leading to over $3.5 million paid in restitution and recoupment to TennCare, with a total estimated cost avoidance of over $173 million for the TennCare program. That's according to the latest figures. To date, at least 1,900 people have been charged with TennCare fraud through the OIG Cash for Tips program established by the legislature. Tennesseans can get cash rewards for TennCare fraud tips that lead to convictions. Anyone can report suspected TennCare fraud by calling 1-800-433-3982 toll-free from anywhere in Tennessee. Walking Horse fans attending the National Celebration in Shelbyville this week have a new way to move around the showgrounds. Newsleader's Marilyn Ewing brings us this story.
It's the 75th Annual Tennessee Walking Horse National Celebration. We've kind of changed locations this time, but it is very interesting. You will certainly agree. Mr. Larry Lohman, Bridlewood Farms here in Bedford County, joins us because there is something new. Each and every year you'll find some different features and different attractions, and boy, this is a great one. I want to say hello, first of all, to Larry Lohman.
Hello, how are you this morning?
I'm doing well. Always good to see you. You look so refreshed and full of excitement and ideas every time I see you.
Oh,
So
you're too kind.
you're always thinking of something. And as I mentioned just before this segment, the fact that what we're going to talk about, what you just did, should have been around a long time. So you're the mastermind behind the brand new tram, giving our visitors a little tour in history. Talk about this. Where did this come from?
Well, it was just an idea I've had for a long time, and it took me a couple years to put it together. It took me a couple years to find the right tram. There's a lot of trams out there. There are a lot of that are really, really expensive, but I wanted something that was low to the ground so that our visitors didn't have to step up very far or climb stairs or anything of that nature. So, and then finding a little tractor to pull it, and then coordinating everything of putting it together. So then I had to come up with, where do you get the money to do all this, and then we had to hire a driver. But if you notice on the top of the tram and on the front and the back, we have support banners, and those are people that I contacted that sort of had the same idea as I did, and they donated some money to put their banners up there, which is advertising their horse for the horse show. So that pretty much subsidized our cost, because I wanted it to be free for everybody. I didn't want people to have to pay. I wanted it to be something that they could come to the celebration and say, I was the first one to ride the new tram.
Right. Very good. I understand you did take a little time in finding the right tram. This took you a few miles away to get. Is that right?
Exactly. I was on the internet for quite a while, trying to find, like I said, the right kind of tram, and just so happened to find this one in Fort Myers, Florida. So I had to truck it up here, and it was originally built for a church, and I don't know exactly what the story of why they built it or whatever, but it didn't work for, after they had it completed, it didn't work for what they really wanted. So this golf cart company in Fort Myers bought it from the church, or traded them something or whatever, and it was on their lot, and it had been sitting for about 4 years, and it was piled with all kinds of rubbish and golf cart pieces and all that. And when I finally told the guy, I was asking him if he had anything of this nature, and he said, well, I've got one on my lot. But we went back there, and it was unbelievable. I mean, it was all torn apart, and so we brought it back to Tennessee, and I guess it was in April, and started the restoration on it.
Wow, absolutely. And you did it quite quick, I would say.
Real quick,
Yes.
And now, there's still some things we'd like to do, but we finally, we wanted to break it open at the celebration this year, and we're going to improve it next year.
Yeah, what a great year to do this, 75th. So, hey, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. How many seats does it actually accommodate?
It seats 12.
Okay.
Seats 12.
Thank you so much for taking time and talking with us and such, and good luck on all of this that you're doing, and just it helps and brings in better and bigger stuff right here in Shelbyville and Bedford County.
Well, thank you for having us, and thank you for coming out today.
Absolutely. Larry Lohman, of course, mastermind behind the new tram here. It's being introduced at the 75th Annual Tennessee Walking Horse National Celebration. It can be seen right here on the grounds just outside the Calsonic Arena each and every day and night of the show. That's another segment. Thank you for watching. I'm Marilyn Ewing for Newsleader on 6.
We'll be back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
Come to Jim Oliver Smokehouse in beautiful Mont Eagle, Tennessee, your mountain getaway destination. Stay in one of our 21 log and timber frame cabins. Enjoy the romantic fireplace and jacuzzi tub. Get more information and book a reservation at thesmokehouse.com.
Looking for a unique gift for someone special, or perhaps something just for yourself? Then you need to check out Grady Mac Denim Company, right here in the heart of Tullahoma. Grady Mac features the full line of men's and women's Lucky brand apparel. Stop in and check out our denim production line. Grady Mac offers a full line of outdoor sporting apparel and much more. And check out our custom fly fishing equipment, fine art, and signed sports memorabilia. There's something for everyone at Grady Mac Denim Company, the most unique store in Tullahoma.
When you're running late headed to that sporting event or horse show and hungry but need gas, you don't have to choose which to get. Just stop at any Quick Mart where gas prices are normal and the food is outstanding. Burgers, fries, salads, sub sandwiches, chicken strips, egg rolls, even pizza can be picked up while the gas is pumping. Stop by any Quick Mart today and not only save time, but enjoy some good cooking, southern hospitality, and prices you can live with.
Welcome back. Members of the Tullahoma Board of Mayor and Aldermen got a look at plans for the city's new swimming pool on Monday night as Tammy Ellis, an aquatic consultant, presented preliminary drawings of the proposed facility. Let's watch a portion of her presentation.
And what we're going to do is build a pool within a pool, essentially. What this is a zero entry wet deck. So there's no standing water, but it is sloped to a zero entry point where the water does start. And so we have some flush mount water features that I'll show you in the presentation that are going to be great for the little ones, the toddlers. I have a 3-year-old, and I can imagine this is where he would be the whole time. Then you move into maybe getting a little bit in your older children, 3-4-year-olds, and we have the zero entry. So all this is where your water line starts, and this is all considered zero entry. And it'll gradually slope to 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot, and then our deep part is a 4-foot area. And same over here, we have the zero wet deck. We have a zero entry here, 1 foot, all the way to 2 feet, 3 feet, and then our 4-foot area. We have this amazing slide here. It's composed of 3 different slides, 25.5 feet tall area. And this area right here, you can kind of see a breakout. This is what's called a climbing wall. And I have all these pictures throughout the slide. And then, of course, over here is our lazy river. And it'll be designed so that you can get on the river and just stay on the river and go around and around and around. So I can see a lot of adult kids here. Going on to the next one. This is a little bit of a colored rendering of some of the items. You see the slides here, and then our zero entry represented, and then our wet deck. And all this is sloping back into the pool, so it utilizes the same filtration equipment. You don't have to have separate filtration. Another rendering, kind of seeing it from the zero entry perspective in the slides. Pretty dramatic effects. This area up here in this corner is we're calling a shade structure. So as you can see, moms and little ones can utilize this area, and it's a PVC grating, so it is open. It does have holes in it, but it also allows for some shade area. So we're really thinking beyond the bounds of just an open sun swimming pool. Let's provide some shade for the little ones and the parents taking care of them. I was showing this presentation to my 6-year-old before I came, and he thought this was the greatest idea and his favorite aspect to the whole pool. And we're proposing 3 of these side by side. We have enough space for that. And this will be a very popular feature. So I see some of our teenagers, our high school students, and younger ones really liking this area. Have a basketball goal. I've got a picture as we go through that you'll see just how much use these basketball goals get. This is a very unique feature that we're proposing. This is what it would look like during the day, some bubblers that the little ones can enjoy, and then at night they have LEDs in the bubblers. So these, we have the opportunity to be energy conscious, and at night we can only run the bubblers and the LEDs, which don't take much energy, as you know, and give it a very dramatic effect at night as people drive by. The indoor competition pool, this is one of the several 25-yard competition pools that I've designed and we've built. It is a stainless steel gutter in this particular pool. It is fully recessed, so you walk on top of the deck. There's different components to it, and then we have, of course, your race lanes, your backstroke markers, and then your starting platforms. And something that we're proposing for the indoor pool, I think that will help a lot of our older citizens, is we currently, there's some portable steps, but we would like to add some steps to the outside of the pool, make it part of the pool, and ADA compliant, that makes getting in and out of the pool a lot easier without interfering with any of the competition lines. So it doesn't protrude into the lines. It's just an offset of steps.
Stay with us. We'll be right back in a moment.
Have you heard the news? The Russell Barnett Ford family has expanded to 2 separate locations. That's Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Russell Barnett Ford of Winchester. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That means 2 times the customer service and 2 times the inventory. So no matter where you're located, let the Russell Barnett Ford family make your next vehicle purchase a great one. 2 times the inventory, 2 times the customer service. That's the Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester. Why buy anywhere else?
On the train test range, the search for any possible weakness continues. It's hard to stop a train. Really hard. Train, the most reliable for a reason.
Hello, my name is Joe Stroop with Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. I'm here to talk to you about a couple incentives that are going on between now and the end of the year. First is your federal tax credit up to $300. Secondly, 0% financing up to 15 months on XL products. Third, fall promotion up to $1,100. Finally, $500 incentives from your local power distributor. Please give us a call at 455-8757. Thank you.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Welcome back. Manchester Alderman invited citizens, law enforcement personnel, and healthcare professionals to a special City Hall session Tuesday afternoon to discuss the sale of cold medications that have a base ingredient critical for the manufacture of illegal methamphetamine. Aldermen have been considering a proposed ordinance that would require a doctor's prescriptions for over-the-counter medications containing ephedrine or pseudoephedrine. Let's watch some of the comments from that meeting.
I'd like to do, and I hadn't even talked to the board about it. You know, we have, I don't know how long, we've been going through statistics and this and that about why we should do it and why we shouldn't do it. What I want to do is what I like for everybody to do. Anybody want to get up, they can say what they want to, but what we want to do, and I know everybody on this board is against drugs 110%. I know that for a fact. It's not where you against it or for it, which I don't think nobody in here is for no drugs. Let's try to figure out a way that we can work together and get this where we can satisfy everybody. That's what we got to do. And
I've been in business in this community 35 years, and before that worked with my dad here for about 7 years, and grew up here. And so I love the community, and I'm concerned about meth. I'm concerned about a lot of other things that are going on with prescription drugs. And for too long, I think, pharmacists are doing what they do, and the police department's doing what they do, and government's doing what they do, but we're really not talking about how we can maybe join hands together. And rather than maybe legislating answers, which can become totally ineffective in a short period of time, we know what's going on the streets, a very moving target, that maybe we could develop a method for working together.
Of course, I'm on the opposite side, I guess, than Mr. Markham.
we're on the same side.
We're on the same side, but we have different philosophies, I should say. But I would like to note that these are my friends, and my neighbors, and my lifelong friends, and my pharmacists.
A physician-generated Sudafed prescription is not recordable. It can be dispensed for whatever quantity that doctor says. A pharmacist-issued prescription, as it's highlighted here, is limited to the 3.6 grams, 9 grams per month. Right now in the state of Tennessee, you can't get Sudafed legally without going through us. And we're all about helping with this. And we're not afraid to say no either.
Dealing with the ma and pa pharmacies, the Markhams, the Baker Brothers, the Tullahoma Drugs. They know their patients. Don Hefner knows me, Ray Markham knows me, they know just about everybody in this room except for somebody that's in here from out of town. Those pharmacies are not our problem. I don't have to worry about Don. I don't have to worry about Ray. I don't have to worry about Tim. I don't have to worry about my friend over here. It's the large franchises, the Walgreens, the Rite Aid, the Kmart.
South Jackson Civic Center's PAC group will be performing A Meal and the Night Visitors during the Christmas season this year. Music director Erica Wonder tells Newsleader's John Gray about the play and what she needs to be able to complete the cast.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. We're at South Jackson Civic Center, and that lovely face you see in front of you is Erica Wonder. And Erica is the musical director for a play that will be done in December called Emal and the Night Visitors. Erica, tell us a little bit about the play and what stage you're in right now and what you're looking for.
This is a very sweet Christmas-based family show. It's actually an operetta written by Minotti. It's only about 50 minutes long, and it actually was inspired by a piece of art about the Magi. And it's basically a crippled child and his widowed mother are in their home for the night, and the three kings appear at their door, and that's very surprising for them. All the shepherds come and welcome them, and they find out that they're searching for this star, and everyone learns a lesson along the way, the mother, Amal, and the kings included. It's very sweet. It involves some beautiful chorus music. So we are actually looking for anybody and everybody who wants to be in this ensemble as a shepherd. Pretty much everybody in it is a shepherd except for the three kings. And it would just meet Sundays 3 to 5 here at South Jackson. We're just learning our music right now. We just started. We were learning through our rhythms, and we'll start adding notes and everything else to it.
Let me see the cover of the
It's the book. This is actually not the piece of art that inspired the show for some reason, but it is the same artist, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But the Fine Arts Center, I understand, is going to do a talk on the artwork that inspired this show
Very nice.
before that we actually put on our production.
And who's producing this show?
PACT, Performing Arts for Children and Teens, out of South Jackson.
And the director is?
The director is Robert Allen, and I'm Erica Wonder, the music director.
All right. And as you always do, staying ahead of the game, it's August and you're already practicing.
Yes, we're trying to keep this very minimal rehearsal-wise. Like I said, it's only 50 minutes, very minimal staging. We're trying to just recreate the painting scenes through staging. And we think, you can learn chorus music in just a couple hours a week. As long as you think through it throughout the week, you'll be fine.
And what about the ages that you're looking for? Does it make any difference age-wise?
We are looking for teenagers and older. Some children are fine. We just need to fill out our tenor and bass parts too, so we have to keep that in mind. Children usually sing soprano and alto.
The lovely Erica Wonder. Thank you so much for your time, dear, and good luck.
Thank you.
More Newsleader on 6 is coming up after this commercial break.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's going to be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor, too, when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
The highest standard of excellence requires dedication and commitment. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of excellence in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
Welcome back. The Coffee County Humane Society's featured pet this week is King. King is a mixed breed white dog with black markings. The shelter also has many other dogs available for adoption at 1210 Oakdale Street in Manchester. The hours of operation at the shelter are 7:30 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. The shelter's phone number is 723-2711 or 723-2730. Donations for animal care can be made to the Coffee County Humane Society at Post Office Box 252, Manchester, Tennessee 37349, and their website is www.coffeehumane.org. The pet of the week this week at the Tullahoma Animal Shelter is a Beagle boxer mix named Tater. Tater is approximately 10 weeks old and gets along well with other dogs and children. Tater has received his first set of puppy shots and will receive a free neuter provided by the Tullahoma Animal Shelter. Microchip identification is available to all dogs adopted for a $15 or greater donation to the shelter. For more details, contact Teresa at 454-9580. State law also requires a $35 deposit refundable upon proof that the adopted pet has been neutered or spayed. The Tullahoma Animal Shelter is located at 942 Maplewood Avenue. Tullahoma High School hosted Tullahoma and Coffee County Middle School's football teams on Tuesday night to compete in the inaugural Coffee Cup game. This new tradition started when Brian and Tamara Henry took the initiative to make Brian's mom, Jackie Henry, make her idea a reality by creating a trophy that will be retained by the winning team each year, just as the winning team has retained the coffee pot for years following the Tullahoma and Coffee County High School games. The Tullahoma Middle School Wildcats pulled off a stirring come-from-behind victory to defeat Coffee County 38-36 Tuesday night at Wilkins Stadium. The Cats trailed by 22 points, 36-14, with less than a minute left in the first half. The comeback started in the final minutes as quarterback Nick Barstead engineered a 49-second touchdown drive by completing passes to 4 different receivers, then running in the 2-point conversion to make it 36-22 at the half. The Wildcats then shut down the Raider offense in the second half and added 16 points of their own to come away with the victory. Barstead wound up passing for more than 250 yards, with Kobe and Amori Burks serving as his favorite targets. Malik Braston led the ground game with 100-plus yards.
You're going to win if you're Jay-Z, and you're going to win Coffee Pot 3 straight years at the high school.
We'll be right back in just a moment with your weather forecast.
Last month's sales were so good, I need cars now to restock my lot. I'm Keith Barnett at Russell Barnett Kia, and I've come up with a plan. It's my car bazaar. Whether you owe $1,000 or several thousand on the car that you hate, this car bazaar is here to help you out. Do you have a job and $149? My For the People credit approval process is here to help you out. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Hurry in before the car bazaar ends. I'm Keith Barnett, and I'm the dealer for the people.
Do you like movies? Charter likes movies. On the average day, Charter TV brings you almost 75 free movies. Then there's movies on demand, thousands of them. The latest hits at the touch of a button. No more late fees, no more expensive trips to the multiplex, no more rude people in the theater. And with Charter HD sound and picture, well, hey, let's make some popcorn.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1948 at 99 degrees. The record low was in 1992 at 50 degrees. Average high on this day is 86, and the average low is 64. For tonight, mostly clear weather expected with a low of around 70. Mostly sunny weather in the forecast for Friday with a high of 90 and a low of 70. Partly cloudy weather expected for Saturday with a high of 88 and a low of 70. And that's our Newsleader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.